Welcome back to EB Designs. Today, I'm going to show you how I make a leather notebook. So the first thing you want to do is take sheets of 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper, regular copy paper, and fold them in half. Fold as many as you want. However many sheets of paper you want in your notebook, that's how many you need to fold in half. Okay, so what I've done is I've folded roughly, I think, 48 pieces of paper, and now what you want to do is you want to group them in groups of 5 or 6. I'm going to do 6. Now what I like to do is take a torch and burn the edges to make it look a little more rustic. Rustic is kind of what I'm going for. I want it to look vintage and old, and so that'll help make it look old. So that's where we're going to go now. Paper's done and it's leather time. Let's get to it. Alright, so what I've done so far is I've cut out a piece of leather a little bit bigger on either side than the paper, and then we can fold it across and then with this coming up around like that. And then what we'll do is we'll stitch the paper in along here, and I'll have a piece of rope going from here to bind it together. And then you can open it up. So now what I want to do is these corners here, I'm going to round them off and put some character in these edges with these scissors. So it's going to be inconsistent, but it's going to give us our rustic look. Alright, it's time now for stain. I use this EcoFlow medium brown. It does a real nice job. Alright, so I've left it dry for a couple hours. The dye is dry, and we're going to put a sealer on it. EcoFlow's just a finish to help protect the outside of it. Alright, so what I have here is a pattern that I'm going to put on here to be able to know where I'm going to stitch my papers to. So I have 8 different holes here because I have 8 bundles of paper, and I have them spaced out. One is a 1/2 inch, 2.5 inches, 6 inches, 8 inches, and they're all 1/8 inch apart, 1/8 of an inch. So I have that, and then as well I got a piece of paper here, and it has at a 1/2 inch, 2.5 inches, 6 inches, and 8 inches as well. So that way these holes line up with those holes that I'm going to punch into here. But first we're going to punch holes through these. Alright, now, what needs to be done is this leather is real stiff and it doesn't quite look as vintage as I want to do it, so we're gonna make it look old. We have a string there going through, having a loop here, coming back up through. Now, take your needle and go through the second hole, down through there. Pull that through. Second piece of paper, bunch of paper, and go right back up through, do the same procedure till you get to the top. So now that we've made it all the way to the top, we're going to take the thread, the needle, and go through that little loop. Now we can pull everything tight. Pull that loop down tight. Pull that tight. Alright, now you're ready to just stitch them all like that. When we get down to the end, down here at the bottom, we're going to go through that loop as well. And then keep going through the loops to kind of get it a chain link up here. And yeah, we'll just tie it off at the end when we're done. Okay, so I've beaten and battered it and stressed it. And it looks stressed, but it's still not the old look that I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this real fine sandpaper and I'm going to sand it to make it look like it's been worn and abused at certain spots, like where it would be used at. So I need a button on this notebook. And I'm going to put the button here, and I put the string around it to hold it all together. So, we're going to go to the wood shop and we're going to make a button.
Well, that was a fail.
Alright, we are ready for our final step. And that is putting our button on and our string to wrap it up. We'll start with the button.